Thanks for visiting my YouTube channel. Here are the NBA regular season standings updates, game result, and the game schedule for tomorrow. For the game result, in the first game, the Detroit Pistons beat the Cleveland Cavaliers with a score of 114-110. Cade Cunningham was the top scorer for the Detroit Pistons with 27 points, followed by Dennis Jenkins scored 25 points. Duncan Robinson had 12 points and Javonte Green added 11 points. Donovan Mitchell was the top scorer for the Cleveland Cavaliers with 30 points, followed by Darius Garland scored 16 points. In the second game, the Orlando Magic beat the Indiana Pacers with a score of 135-127. Desmond Bane was the top scorer for the Orlando Magic with 31 points, followed by Paolo Banchero made a double-double performance of 28 points and 12 rebounds. Anthony Black made a double-double performance of 27 points and 10 assists. And Wendell Carter also made a double-double performance of 18 points and 12 rebounds. Pascal Siakam was the top scorer for the Indiana Pacers with 34 points, followed by Aaron Nesmith, scored 25 points. In the third game, the Brooklyn Nets snapped their three-game losing streak after defeating the Denver Nuggets with a score of 127-115. Michael Porter was the top scorer for the Brooklyn Nets with a double-double performance of 27 points and 11 rebounds, followed by Noah Clowney scored 22 points. Darren Sharp and Cam Thomas added 17 points each. Jamal Murray was the top scorer for the Denver Nuggets with a double-double performance of 27 points and 16 assists, followed by Tim Hardaway scored 26 points. The Miami Heat beat the New Orleans Pelicans with a score of 125-106. Norman Powell was the top scorer for the Miami Heat with 34 points, followed by Nikola Jovic scored 19 points. Keller made a double-double performance of 16 points and 12 rebounds, and Pelle Larsson added 16 points. Trey Murphy was the top scorer for the New Orleans Pelicans with 27 points, followed by Jeremiah Fierce, scored 21 points. The Minnesota Timberwolves got their second straight win after defeating the Washington Wizards with a score of 141-115. Anthony Edwards was the top scorer for the Minnesota Timberwolves with 35 points, followed by Julius Randle scored 22 points. Rudy Gobert made a double-double performance of 18 points and 14 rebounds, and Jaden McDaniels added 12 points. CJ McCollum was the top scorer for the Washington Wizards with 20 points, followed by Trey Johnson scored 13 points. The Phoenix Suns got their second straight win after defeating the Oklahoma City Thunder with a score of 108-105. Jordan Goodwin was the top scorer for the Phoenix Suns with 26 points, followed by Devin Booker scored 24 points and 9 assists. Dylan Brooks had 22 points and Ryan Dunn added 9 points. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander was the top scorer for the Oklahoma City Thunder with 25 points, followed by Jalen Williams scored 23 points. The Milwaukee Bucks got their second straight win after defeating the Sacramento Kings with a score of 115-98. Giannis Antetokounmpo was the top scorer for the Milwaukee Bucks with a double-double performance of 37 points and 11 rebounds, followed by Kevin Porter also made a double-double performance of 25 points and 10 assists. Miles Turner scored 15 points and Gary Trent added 13 points. Russell Westbrook was the top scorer for the Sacramento Kings with 21 points, followed by Zach LaVine, scored 20 points. In the last game, the Los Angeles Lakers got their second straight win after defeating the Memphis Grizzlies with a score of 120-114. Luka Doncic was the top scorer for the Los Angeles Lakers with 36 points and 9 rebounds, followed by LeBron James made a double-double performance of 26 points and 10 assists. Jake LaRivia also scored 26 points and DeAndre Ayton added 15 points. Jalen Wells was the top scorer for the Memphis Grizzlies with 23 points, followed by Cedric Coward scored 16 points and 9 rebounds. And here are the NBA regular season standings updates. For the Eastern Conference standings, the number one in the Eastern Conference standings is Detroit Pistons with a record of 26 wins and 9 losses. The number 2 is New York Knicks with a record of 23 wins and 12 losses. The number 3 is Boston Celtics with a record of 22 wins and 12 losses. The number 4 is Toronto Raptors with a record of 21 wins and 15 losses. The number 5 is Philadelphia 76ers with a record of 19 wins and 14 losses. The number 6 and number 7 is Orlando Magic and Miami Heat with a record of 20 wins and 16 losses. The number 8 is Cleveland Cavaliers with a record of 20 wins and 17 losses. The number 9 is Chicago Bulls with a record of 17 wins and 18 losses. The number 10 is Atlanta Hawks with a record of 17 wins and 20 losses. The number 11 is Milwaukee Bucks with a record of 16 wins and 20 losses. The number 12 is Charlotte Hornets with a record of 12 wins and 23 losses. The number 13 is Brooklyn Nets with a record of 11 wins and 22 losses. The number 14 is Washington Wizards with a record of 9 wins and 25 losses. The number 15 is Indiana Pacers with a record of 6 wins and 30 losses. For the Western Conference standings updates, the number 1 in the Western Conference standings is Oklahoma City Thunder with a record of 30 wins and 6 losses. The number 2 is San Antonio Spurs with a record of 25 wins and 10 losses. The number 3 is Los Angeles Lakers with a record of 22 wins and 11 losses. The number 4 is Denver Nuggets with a record of 23 wins and 12 losses. The number 5 is Houston Rockets with a record of 21 wins and 11 losses. The number 6 is Minnesota Timberwolves with a record of 23 wins and 13 losses. The number 7 is Phoenix Suns with a record of 21 wins and 14 losses. The number 8 is Golden State Warriors with a record of 19 wins and 17 losses. The number 9 is Portland Trail Blazers with a record of 16 wins and 20 losses. The number 10 is Memphis Grizzlies with a record of 15 wins and 20 losses. The number 11 is Dallas Mavericks with a record of 13 wins and 23 losses. The number 12 and number 13 is LA Clippers and Utah Jazz with a record of 12 wins and 22 losses. The number 14 is Sacramento Kings with a record of 8 wins and 28 losses. The number 15 is New Orleans Pelicans with a record of 8 wins and 29 losses. And here are the games scheduled for tomorrow, January 6, Tuesday morning. In the first game at 8 a.m., Detroit Pistons vs. New York Knicks. In the second game at 8:30 a.m., Boston Celtics vs. Chicago Bulls and Toronto Raptors vs. Atlanta Hawks. At 9 a.m., Houston Rockets vs. Phoenix Suns and Oklahoma City Thunder vs. Charlotte Hornets. At 9:30 a.m., Philadelphia 76ers vs. Denver Nuggets. At 11 a.m., LA Clippers vs. Golden State Warriors and Portland Trail Blazers vs. Utah Jazz.